Greetings, St. Paul's Church. This week, I want to talk about the Serenity Prayer. It's very simple, it's very well known, but it's very powerful and profound. Here it is. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I've been praying this prayer a lot this week, especially the first part. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Some of you asked me how my trip was to watch the eclipse, and I'm so glad that you're interested in what I was doing, and thank you for asking. And honestly, I was obsessing over how I had to drive so far, and I wanted to catch the perfect eclipse. And I was obsessing, should I drive even further out east where there's a better forecast? And we decided to stay put in Watertown. And an hour before the eclipse came, the forecast was true. It was mostly cloudy. But even through the clouds, we could see it. I'll share a picture. If you look carefully, you can see the corona during the totality. It was amazing. It got dark, it got cold, the birds were freaking out and flying all over the place. People were screaming when it became dark, and then when it became light again, people were screaming. It was powerful. It was good. But the obsessive part of me was like, oh, I wish the sky was blue so I could get the full effect. And I started obsessing, oh, do I need to research and fly to a foreign country and see another eclipse before I die to be complete? And I started obsessing over it. And I really needed to pray, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And help me to be grateful for the amazing experience I had and for what I got to see. And then, because it's my kids are on spring break, I had to take my son on 2 more college tours. And we went to 2 really good schools. If he got into any of them, I would be happy and thrilled and relieved. So we went to Johns Hopkins, which is a great school. And we went to Georgetown. Let me remind you, it's a Jesuit Catholic university with crosses on many of the buildings. And there was a beautiful square with a small Catholic chapel. And I told my son, it reminds me of a Catholic retreat center. And after I said that, the tour guide said that this area was built after a Catholic monastery. And it's just a beautiful place. And I started obsessing over where will my son get into college? Where will he not get into college? And will I be at peace with that? And I just needed that serenity prayer again. God, grant me the serenity. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Let me be at peace with wherever he goes to school or doesn't go to school, and let me trust God with his life. And I want to ask you, what are the things that you are obsessing over, that you're holding on too tightly, that you need to let go and let God, that you need to really trust God, that God is in control? And I encourage you, whatever trials and tribulations, whatever hardships, whatever stress that you've been going through, I just invite you to pray that same prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and let me be at peace. Let me sleep through the night. Let me wake up well rested. Let me have freedom in Christ and trust in God. I encourage you to pray that same prayer. Grant me the serenity, and also grant me the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. I wanted to leave you with that simple yet profound prayer. And thank you for listening, and looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.